Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Bailey now to kick this one away. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Barkley on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
For a lot of people, there are pros and cons to playing close to home in the NFL, but for Adam Thielen, it's nothing but pros. Grew up not too far from the Twin Cities, loves being a Viking, and is a really dependable third down receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
In a league where the vast majority of guys play hard on every snap, Marcus Golden stands out for me because I've seen this guy play with so much passion and came out of college as a defensive end. They talked about making him an outside linebacker, but they figured out his strength, putting his hand on the ground, rushing the passer with a lot of force and a lot of will.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll throw again. Cousins. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Third and short yardage. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here? Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third down, Dalvin Cook. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Bailey's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
After the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 50, 30, 10. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 87 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Back to Hunt. Ready?
Now on 2nd and 16. Cousins. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins
Complete to Dalvin Cook. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Cousins again. His pass caught at the 4. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kareem Martin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here goes set. 94. 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go.
On play action. Now Manning. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
I'm scared.
Shotgun now for Manning. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a run with Cook, and this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. New York set to take the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion. or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
A handoff to Barkley. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now, after the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Here we go. Check the high. Touchdown, defense.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
No, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 93's the mic, 93.
Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That's it, baby. We got first.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Come on, set. 60 or.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now on 2nd and 16. Manning, throw left side, complete to Ingram. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning, and Tate's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Exit. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
From midfield, here's Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 50, plant.
54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Latimer's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 21 yards there on third down. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Into the red zone now, Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and this belongs to the Vikings.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Cousins now to throw on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kareem Martin getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
We go! 15-1. 15-1. Clear.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Play action, Manning. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you down.
He can't get him down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And when you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Manning. And this is Latimer, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Manning now to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Manning to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Short of the goal line. A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. This for a 4th quarter lead. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Manning gonna throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw, Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On 2nd and 9. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When he decided to run a hitch route, it really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's 3rd down. Cousins the thrower. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Manning. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A first down carry for Barkley. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete left side to Shepard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So Cousins and the Vikings down 13-11. Just over a minute 40 to play. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down, Minnesota.
Check the high. What I need? Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line. Raise your heart. Raise your heart.
Cousins now from the 50. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes this a 9-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.